now the floor is open. I believe we have some opportunity for questions, and then I think next group will come in. So I will start, and I think the panelists are ready. First question, second question. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Beth Fagan. I am from the organization called Women for North Carolina. This is a new organization, and we are trying to engage the younger generation in our movement. As a result, we have 4 university students that they came this year for CSW and all this. But my question is, I often saw the word equity instead of equality in your text. So I would like to, first of all, ask what is the difference and why instead of using the word equality, you are using the word equity.
Well, I will volunteer to respond to your question. Equity is no longer used basically. Equality is, we use equality because it puts both man and woman on the same footing. In some societies, equity comes in because then there's a graduated equality. Because I give you whatever you are entitled to. So that is equity. Because equity is graduated, variated equality. And that is not what we want. If, as a man, I could say, at least in the United Nations, equity is going away. Like between rich and poor countries. If we say equity in the distribution of wealth, means poor will remain poor, but a little bit better. And rich will remain rich and richer. So that is not what we want. We want equality.
Equality, exactly.
And according to our capacity, of course, but between men and women, that is obviously the objective of the United Nations, objective in the international community, that we will put both of them, men and women, on equal stage. There is no compromise on that.
Perfect. And because during Beijing conference, some of these fundamentalist countries like Iran and states like Vatican, they were promoting this word equity, and they were substituting
for
by
obvious
equality.
reason. For obvious reason, but let's not go into that. Madam, your question,
Yes.
second question.
Queen Mother.
The question that I raise, I guess, is as a Queen Mother representing 55 million African descendants of the Middle Passage of the transatlantic ocean of enslavement, where do we go, women in this room, mothers of civilization, for a healing process and a reflection beyond the borders of North America and especially the United States, since we've been preparing a place called Gorée Island, a place for a healing process? How do we enfold the mothers of civilization to participate in that process based on psychoneurosis of a people that does exist? How do we get your inclusion in that process? And I'm talking about all the women of the world, to make us whole again as Africans of the Middle Passage of the transatlantic ocean of enslavement. I thank you.
Queen
Thank you very
Afua.
much.
Queen Afua will address that question. Okay, it's in my hand.
Please, come in here. Come in. Madam.
Queen Mother want to hear it clearly because we're ready.
If you take that, then you have equality, huh?
Yes, Queen Mother.
Yes, please.
Yes, because we're still recovering.
Very much.
And that's what keeps families so divided, where the women are taking care of the families primarily, and the sons are being raised without their fathers and their mothers. That 8 generations of chattel slavery has just almost demolished their structure. It's still here, it's still standing. So I as a holistic practitioner, I want to just say we can do it. Whatever the heart heavy, the heart mind heavy, whatever you're going through, I've watched miracles. I've touched over 80 people in my lifetime. I'm 37 years doing this work. So I bear witness to one level of healing after the next. And as as you get empowered, then you're able to connect and partner without division, partner in harmony, partner in love, and we all have pieces of a puzzle, and as we unify our strength, we will grow. This is part of my puzzle. This is Green Life. This Green Life is to build up your immune system. So if you're suffering from STD, stress, anxiety, or violence in your heart, you start to take more chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is from the sun. As the sun goes into the plants and it feeds the body, our bodies need to be saturated with 65% chlorophyll. And in that, we begin to get to our power again. We go, as our presenter, our pastor, you talked about the balance. The balance starts with inside of us. As we stand and say, I'm not waiting for anyone else to become balanced or well before I start. I'll start with myself. Heal thyself, and everyone can have some. Thank you.
All right,
Well, we have to finish quickly. First here, second, and then third, and also, well, many hands are lost count. But quickly, if you devote 30 seconds to your question, maybe we can get some people to respond to that, because the participants for the next panel are already coming in. So, number one, quickly.
Actually, with your permission, I would actually like to share a poem. My name is Fabian Miranda. I'm the co-host and co-producer of Global Medicine Review on WBAI with Dr. Kamal Kai. Our program is a show about community, and this is to each and every one of you today. As a powerful woman, I commit to know myself, to respect myself, to educate myself, to maintain my health, and to ceaselessly devour knowledge to build my body, mind, and spirit. This Declaration of Independence from fear, insecurity, and weakness is written in my heart and my soul. It shouts at me from the unwritten pages of history and the collective experience of ancestral women warriors whose blood runs deep and potent in my soul. I have been created in the image of promise and greatness. In time and with faith, I will climb the stairs which lead me to the full potential of my being. There has never been a time in our history when it has been more imperative for me to take charge of the destiny of my people by accepting the responsibility I hold in my hands today, that we hold in our hands today. Look into my eyes, you see the future. Look into my face, you see determination, confidence, and faith. Look into my soul, and there a beacon shines forth, illuminating the millennium milestones. My feet will travel to establish truth, equality, and justice. I know not failure, limitation, or barriers. No failure, limitation, or barriers. Please say that. No failure, limitations, or barriers. My resolve is impenetrable.
My resolve is impenetrable.
I will be known forever as Oprempong, the all-powerful woman, the all-powerful human being, Oprempong.
Well, we have to finish because